Yo, what's up, Damon? What's up, MST? What's up, Wayne Jerry? Good, Hassan. We'll cover bias. Ryan. Okay, easy. As long as you followed your model, bro. Doesn't matter if you're paper or whatever. Good, Robert Lee. Good, Shaheen. What's good, Evan? What's good, Jonas? What's good, Peter? What's good, Rodad? What's good, Wayne Jerry? What's good, Manny? All the brothers. The whole family's here. What's the PR this week? What do you mean PR? What's up, Zicky? What's up, Family Tap? It's good, Hyper. You don't have the same cones, bro. It's all good. We'll cover bias. Who's your family? I'm talking about you guys, bro. Family does not watch me, bro. My brother does sometimes, but how many trades you take? So it's been 0 trades, bro. It's been 1 day, bro. What do you mean this week? The week just started yesterday. What's up, Ethan? What's up, Gabriel? What's good, guys? Can we not follow rules today? No, but we're still gonna follow rules. You think 10 a.m. will give a big move? Possibly. We had some not too much expansion on the day, so we have potential to move. Good, Joseph. It's good, What cars do you have in the back? There's the GT3 RS. There's a LaFerrari. There's a Chiron and a 720S. What exactly are you trading here? I'm trading NASDAQ futures. What's your win rate? In what time period? This year? In backtest? In backtest 2022, 3, 24. All time? My average? Yeah, throw my garage, all of them. This year we're doing pretty good. We're at like 70. How do you have 2 charts? I just click this. You bullish or bearish? We'll cover buys in a bit. I don't want to have to repeat myself, so I'll wait. Or this year, we're at like 2.5, maybe 3. It's hard to say because every account's different. It's at least 2 though. We'll cover buys. Just give it a sec. We'll let people join up. Which tick? It depends on the market. That's not really a number you want to look for. Like sometimes we catch 200-point moves, but it doesn't really mean anything because like sometimes a 50-point move is more than you would expect. Do you have TradeZella? Yeah, I'm actually partnered with TradeZella because to be honest, they are the best. So, but they are. I mean, they're not that expensive. They're pretty much the same as Forex Replay, but they are really good. Their backtesting platform is really good. Good Barth. Good, huh? Good Harito. Under today, honestly, easy longs today. I would expect most people to have not everyone's gonna have a clear one-sided bias. Some people are gonna be bullish, expecting the full buy model here, or a new week opening gap. Some people are gonna be bearish, looking for these equal lows below midnight. Yeah, if you want it for free, then just do the Forex replay method. But you lose so much data. That's the issue. You're gonna have to journal separately. There's no point in backtesting if you're not gonna journal the data. What's the point of backtesting then? It's practice, I guess. It's not good enough in my opinion. Just got fun with Traderify. We'll see how they are. Yeah, let me know, bro. Gatie, I've yet to get an invite to the new Top Step dashboard. Did I get an invite? Let's go, Hunkos. Are you taking trades live on TikTok? Yes, I'm live on YouTube and TikTok every single day. Appreciate you, Hamza. 35% of trade fast will be nice. Yeah, just go for it, bro. No need to do anything crazy, anyways. I don't have the new dashboard either, I think. We'll cover buys in a couple minutes. Waiting for the Asian highs to be taken. Asian highs have already been taken, so I'm not sure. I think maybe you mean London highs. I gotta sign up for the waitlist. I mean, I'm happy with this dashboard. All right, let's cover what's going on. Let's cover bias and whatever. Let's start with the dollar. Oh, the dollar's been synced with Nasdaq recently. The dollar's printing higher. Looks like it's gonna retrace into this 4-hour CB. Retracing into previous day's range. Nasdaq on the daily chart. Obviously, we had a large move lower yesterday. I'm marking out 50% of this range because it's very simple. Why am I looking at this range? If this range is going to expand higher, listen closely. If this range is going to expand higher, meaning we make a higher high, then we should be respecting discounted rates and disrespecting premium. We didn't really respect anything in discount. There's no array here. If there was some sort of fair value gap or an OB, there's literally not, besides this wick, which we didn't even really respect either. Like, we closed below 50%. So order flow is bearish. Now, part of me has like an intuition saying that this is our monthly low, and then we don't make a lower low, but that's just like intuition. Order flow is still bearish. There isn't a clear sign to be bullish, except intraday order flow is bullish. So we're kind of stuck in this 50-50, where we're bearish higher time frame, but the intraday order flow has been nonstop bullish, meaning today could be the day that tells us we're going to start moving higher on the daily. Because if we get a closure like this on the daily chart, like this, for example, well, then I'm probably going to be bullish the next couple days. Does that make sense? So we're stuck in this. We're stuck in Tuesday, and like today or tomorrow is what most likely, depending on, unless we go sideways, but depending on today's expansion, it's going to tell us whether or not we'll be bearish or bullish for the rest of the week. Pretty much, this is the decisive day. if I was bearish, what would I want to see? I'd want to see a reversal from London highs. Now, I'd want to see a reversal from London highs and target the equal lows here below midnight. Since we don't have anything below, just overnight expansion. That would align nicely with the weekly, just the daily order flow. And also it's Monday low of week. That's one thing to consider. If we're bullish, what would I want to see? Well, I'd want to see something like this. Or even if we were to just dump at 9:30 to midnight open and then something like that. But if we come all the way back down here, we're probably just going to take out previous day low. So what am I going to do? I'm going to let intraday order flow guide me. I'm going to let the 9:30 PO3 like look for something intraday. I don't have to look for a new week opening gap or previous day low to find a profitable trade. I can simply look for something less, right? I can just look for the sell side here or the buy side here. So, we don't need to have a clear daily bias, just a clear drawn liquidity at the given time we're looking for a trade. Right now it looks like it's going to go to London highs. Alpha extended promotion. Oh, nice. So how long? Nonetheless, this will be a good day to study because it's not clear on the daily. What's your opinion on Apex Trader funding? Considering buying 20 times 30K, 300K accounts, I'm not sure whether it makes sense to buy this amount of accounts or buy 20, 50Ks. Whatever you do, it depends on how much money you have to spend on accounts and whether or not you think you can pass that. I mean, don't get 20, 300K accounts all at one time if you're not really, been consistently getting stuff. I think that the hourly SMT is not important. Which hourly SMT? I don't really scan for SMTs, but the hourly SMT. I don't see any hourly SMT. Is this ES? I don't know. I don't see any SMT. Yeah, we do have some orange folder news. Well, not necessarily. I mean, if you're going for 20 accounts, I wouldn't do 50Ks. I mean, I don't know. 50Ks are kind of like, I don't want to say patched, but with this market's volatility, it's kind of hard to trade a 50K properly. You're always like either over your risk amount or under. I guess it depends how much you risk, but for me, it's what was bias. I mean, right now we're just looking at London highs. There's no clear daily bias, so we're gonna look at intraday stuff. Intraday will guide us. Yeah, it's gonna be intraday stuff. Today is gonna be the day that decides whether or not it's gonna be if today's expansive, it's going to tell us, right, whether or not we're bullish or bearish. Because right now we're just at 50%. We haven't, it's not like we respected something here or disrespected anything in premium. We're literally just 50% of the range. There's really no way. The only thing to go off of is the daily chart's been printing lower. That's one. But today's expansive so far. Today's been one-sided the entire day. So maybe today's the day that order flow switches from bearish to bullish higher time frame. I don't know. We have to wait and see. All right, boys. You guys know the drill. It's time to minimize chat. Focus on trading. Let me turn off my P&L and everything. So we'll be trading alpha fundeds, top step fundeds, top step eval, and alpha eval. If price becomes really sloppy, then we might just trade the evals. We shall see. Okay, so let's mark out the opening range gap. Something very important to consider here, especially for anyone who trades my model, so anyone in GEMS watching this, No accumulation pre-market, which means we're not looking for a high probability move. We closed here, open there. So, I mean, honestly, you could view this as accumulation, I guess. It's not the worst. Notice how we left London highs? Could potentially find a long there. The 30-minute fair value gap is really clear, in my opinion. So let's mark that out. Only way we can get a long here is if we do something like this, maybe. Like something like that. I don't know, it's going to be hard because this candle's very large. I'm obviously not going to turtle soup this. I mean, you could, but it's too aggressive. Too aggressive. Yeah. I had a feeling it was going to be it. The only way to really get in on a move like this is kind of like turtle soup. Like maybe you can get in on a reclaimed Bissy. I'm not going to take this, but if we get closure above here, like you could go long like this, hypothetically speaking. Assuming we close above. I'm just tape reading this. There's no way I would take this reclaimed Bissy classic model. So you would take it like this. I mean, we didn't even close above, but there's just no way. Let this volatility play out. Too volatile right now. Yeah. At least Nvidia's a little bit green. Stock market's a little bit green. I didn't buy anything yet though. Could just be a classic buy day where we just deliver like gonna wait this out. We left equal highs kind of, but there's an SMT there. You have sell side here. This could be your sell side. So maybe if we get a CISD, like right here. Even if we're bullish, we can still move lower. It should be a CISD because the OB, just hypothetically speaking, it's a really bad risk to reward. Would be a classic model or reversal. The way this didn't like immediately come higher and take out London highs gives me the intuition that like it may just go lower towards the sell side here, because it should have sped up right here. So it's showing that like willingness to not continue. We'll see if we get a CISD. It would be see. I'm just tape reading this. Check the YM. All right, let's get in here. I don't even think I can execute this on this account. We got Oh, fuck me, bro. I accidentally executed the mini on my funded, so I just instantly hit my daily loss limit. That is truly, truly, truly painful. That is truly painful, is what that is. That's okay. Of course. That is so frustrating. But that's my mistake. Alright. Nothing we can do about it now. We'll just have to trade the alpha account and the eval that we have. Bro, it's so stupid. Like, why would I? Whatever. It's fine. So getting short on the CISD. We do have SMTs at the highs. I think we can potentially take out the sell side. Or at least move. I mean, we did hit discount actually, so we'll see if we respect this order block. Doesn't look like we will, but let's give it a chance. We're at 50% now. We have SMTs at the lows, the red flag. Looks like we may get stopped out here. I want to see closure below this level. That's what would kind of confirm lower prices for me. We wicked it. A lot of speed coming towards there. All right, we're out of that trade. So I'm going to wait until the macro. This looks like it'll probably go towards London highs now, but we'll see. We're putting in a first presentation here. Hope you can watch that. Let me view my top step accounts here. That's so annoying. I accidentally entered minis on my top step funded, so we like immediately hit personal daily loss limit, which is way more than we would have lost on this trade. That kind of wipes out all of last week's profits, which is really frustrating, but what can you do? First presentation, see if that acts to send price lower. If we get an OB here. It's so tilting, doing a mechanical error like that. But it's fine, we're still up on the accounts. Which funded is, okay, that one. So we'll see if we get London highs here. See how we respected first presentation? So we'll probably get London highs here. We'll watch that print. Probably won't take anything until the macro. I'm not opposed to trading my alpha account still. There's London high, so it looks like we maybe just keep printing bullish. So we respected the 30-minute. This was a nice OB here. So going in hindsight, if you were to take this CISD, hard to get good risk reward. Let's mark out the deviations of this move and see where this could potentially expand to if it's going to continue higher. Previous day London high is -2 standard deviations. There's also an SMT here. So the long printed actually pretty nicely. We maybe should have stuck with our original idea. The 30-minute BISI. We shouldn't have really shifted bias there. That was a bad decision. But we'll see. We can get a continuation long. I think this prints higher all the way to potentially previous day London high, but let's see how it reacts to this level. We got half standard deviations. Lion's also printing higher. For me to get into a long here, we'd have to get something like this. And we take that second leg. The worst part is we can't even take another trade on top step. So we just have to accept it and try to bounce back tomorrow. We were like, I was gonna take a payout probably next win, because I mean we have like 7 or 9 winning days. But it's okay. Let's see if we get a continuation model. I'll let it affect our trading. It looks really bullish. Previous day London high is a nice objective. New week opening gap low is always a good objective. Final objectives, new week opening gap high. We'll see how expansive this gets. I don't know how expansive. It could fizzle out, but right now it looks really bullish and looks like it'll continue bullish. So we'll just wait and see if we can get a continuation idea. This would likely be your protected low. We have a 3-minute forming. That could be an idea. So that 3-minute low right at London lows right here. Possible idea. Possible. Couldn't even get the opportunity to get in long here because I was too distracted by my personal daily loss limit getting hit by accident. This would have been a really good long. I feel like someone in gems probably took this. Because it's double purge reversal model. It's like a textbook buy. Very textbook buy. Hmm. So if we can get our continuation model, we just wait. Nothing else we can do. If we get a protraction, we'll take it towards previously London high, maybe more. But if not, then, well, no trade. Well, no other trade. Forming a 5-minute, that's pretty large. Could look at that. A really large 5-minute. So if we get a retracement into the 5-minute, and we get an inversion, we can catch a continuation idea perhaps. Inside the macro as well would be a pretty good trade. Well, that loss should have been on Top Step. Wait, what should it have been? Under 2 micros. Got filled at 102. Should have been 160. Should have been $120 loss. Instead, it was a $560 loss. That's so stupid, man. I wish I could just like ban the mini. Like, why is it even on mini? How did it even get there, bro? I never trade the mini. All right, let's see if we get a protraction. Could be bullish week. Someone said you can restrict certain assets. Yeah, maybe that's what I need to do. It's just frustrating, man. It's not frustrating that we lost 600. It's frustrating that I've been like patiently waiting. I've been like so consistent for so long now, and then just like 1 week's profit wiped out in like one trade for no reason. Just a mechanical mistake. It's fine though. I mean, it's not like a significant. It's only minus 550. It's all that we lost the whole account. Thank goodness for the personal daily loss limit, because I mean it could have been worse, right? 20 could have been a $1,200 loss instead of $120. So thank God for the personal daily loss limit. We're entering this 5-minute BISI. We'll see if this offers a continuation higher. I don't have S&Ts at previous day London high, so live personal account, that wouldn't even happen on a live because they wouldn't give you the margin to trade minis. They wouldn't even give you the margin. Most brokers are not running those margins right now. They've adjusted them because of how volatile market's been. We just entered the 5-minute. So this 5-minute just got filled. Well, I don't know where we can even get in longer. Hopefully this just goes a little bit lower. There's inversion, potential inversion idea on ES. ES has a fair value gap that can inverse. We get to 50%. Putting in a nice, of course not. If ES gives me an inversion, I don't mind taking that. Like right here. Looking for a high probability continuation idea. For example, the 2-minute inversion. I mean, if we could start trading above, see how the 2-minute does. I wouldn't be opposed to that as well. That would be a little bit higher probability for me personally. 15-minute fair value gap in 5 minutes. It closed inside the 2-minute there. Oh, ES didn't though. I kind of want to see maybe something like this. With 4 or 5 minutes, we're putting in a 15-minute fair value gap. 10 a.m. PO3 could be an idea. But if we get like an immediate expansion, then I'll take it off of that low. We'd have to take the low for me to take this inversion. I'm gonna wait. Yeah, this may be deferred to 10 a.m. So we'll wait for 10 a.m. See if we can get another PO3 idea. Because it's going sideways now, and near the low and a high. Two more minutes. Yeah, I like that. I like that this is going sideways. We're gonna have a very clean 15-minute gap at this low. Hopefully, it doesn't go before. Too skeptical. If it inverses now, I wouldn't take that. I have to wait for it to take the lows here. If it just goes, it just goes. It's fine. It meets criteria. Yeah, it's gonna go without us. Or you could go for a new week opening gap high, but we're talking well informed. Actually, it really hasn't formed until right now. If we can get a move like this, we'll take it, but it may not happen. After previous day, London high. That was one of our main draw on liquidity. New week opening gap highs next, and these equal highs there. See if we get a move lower from it. The week opening gap low. The dollar doing? And primarily printing lower. Let's see what -1 deviation from the retracement is. It's pretty much right there. This will complete like protraction, like the base minimum. We'll see if we can get something though, if it retraces. We have to wait for a retracement. Looks like we may form another 15-minute higher. If we form another 15-minute higher, then it's probably gone for us. If we close bullish today, then we can just be bullish the rest of the week, most likely. We still have a lot of room to go higher. This will all be low resistance. We should just like, if we're gonna go higher, we'll probably just like go right through all this. We're slowing down now though, at the buy side. Obviously that's not new week opening gap low. Did my marker move? You're right, my marker did move. New week opening gap low should be right here. You know what, let me just lock this in place. This shit always happens. It moved by accident. Boom, 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 boom. Almost had -1. I already pretty much had -2 from the reversal leg. Really slow now. But I mean, we already had a lot of expansion. And this is Monday's high. The week opening gap high is nearby as well. First presentation delivered really nicely today. If you took a long, like right here, that is such a good entry. If you did something like this, that's 3.3. That's 4.5. Monday's high. No week opening gap, and obviously we don't know if we're gonna get there, but eventually I think. That's really long it was gonna take. I didn't take it either. I missed it. I was too distracted. There's -2. I just support a 10 a.m. power of 3. I don't know about you guys, but I'm bullish. I don't. I haven't seen. I don't think anything could convince me of shorts unless we get like a full breaker down here. Like this is bullish, guys. I don't know why. I haven't. You know. Don't worry about the SMT. Don't worry about. This is going somewhere higher time frame. You know. We got above. Like we're trading way above London highs. Above London previous day London highs. We didn't get any manipulation below 10 a.m., which is what we were kind of looking for here. So it's possible we get something lower, but it's still bullish. I haven't gotten really any retracement. I mean, we got a retracement here, but it's a really red flag of a retracement because we put in a 15-minute and a 10-minute and equal lows. So I didn't want to take that inversion. You could have, but it's too risky in my opinion. We can just sit here and wait for a protraction, but in that form. This is a really nice. This is a really nice long clean reversal model. That might just be it, to be honest. Like it may go higher, but I mean it probably will go higher. This could like frame longs for the rest of the week, depending on how we close. Say we like inverse the new week opening gap, for example. What's this yellow line? Oh, that's the first presentation. Like that would be really good. This would be a classic model, yeah. But it doesn't matter if it's a classic model because you're bullish, it's a reversal model as well. They both meet criteria. If you look at the criteria for my classic and my reversal, both would be met. Should be accumulation pre-market. It's a double purge classic model. It's also just a reversal model. So both criteria met, which is why I would look for -2. Like you wouldn't look for -1 because it also aligns with your bias for a reversal model. First presentation is a fair value gap. After the first fair value gap after 9:30. You can use it on any time concept, but for the most part, I'm looking for at 9:30. Well, I trade 9:30 PO3. Where would you target? My targets have been marked up. Whenever you see me mark out lines like these are my targets. Previous day's London high was first objective because it's -2. Right, so you'd aim for like -2. New week opening gap. Look for new week opening gap low. Depending on how we trade inside the new week opening gap, you can use that as confirmation or confluence to frame trades higher. So for example, if we get something like this to 25%, well, you could probably expect 50 in the Monday highs because it aligns with -4. Monday's high aligns with -4 really nicely. So that's like my final target. And then obviously new week opening gap high, 5 standard deviation. No, not in. Why didn't I trust the retrace into the 5? I did trust the retrace, just my entry model didn't form. I would have had to take it. The only, like, I got even the best entry would have been right here. I would have had to take it like this. It's a really bad trade like this. One, our is really not that good because there's no guarantee that we're going to get there. Two, My stop loss is at a 15-minute bullish fair value gap, so that's also not good. So I'm just not going to take that trade. 10 a.m. PO3 does not align with this trade. We simply opened and only been trading higher, so we didn't get any sort of significant move lower. It's just like the stop loss is like a red flag. Yeah, it could just go, but it's red flag. Yeah, taking partials at the low of the opening gap is the newbie opening gap is not a bad idea. It could offer a deep retracement. Why didn't I take the open CISD? I was too distracted by accidentally trading minis. Stop yapping? Oh, why are you watching me if you're just gonna complain? Doesn't make any sense. What fib was that? This is standard deviation projections. Kinda makes sense. Our R wasn't there for protraction. You needed to inverse. Yep, it needs to inverse or form an OB off the 5-minute. I would never just leave a limit on the 5-minute. That's just not the way I trade. You can. If you're gonna put a limit on the 5-minute, right, your stop has to cover like all the way down there. It's a terrible trade, in my opinion. Where are you gonna put your stop if you just enter on the 5? You have to, I guess you can put it at 50% and just hope. Never really a good thing to do, in my opinion. So, yep, we fell one tick short. But we hit negative 2.5, so candle doesn't need to close above wick. Nope, just needs to be the body. You hesitated on the CSC from New York Open. It's a pretty good one because the first presentation, even if you didn't take it here and you saw this next candle, this would be your like second opportunity. Something like this is pretty good. You missed me. Yeah, it's okay, bro. Actually, I took a trade, blown it on a blown account instead of the fine account. That's so funny. I haven't placed a trade in years. I feel you. They use the wicks for CIC. You use the body. For market structure shifts and breaker blocks, you use the wick. Nope, it didn't tap it. You're right. It fell one tick short. But it covers, It covers. Do you use the wicks to the body? Yeah, it depends. You can take the long in that volume imbalance. This one? No, I would never take a long in there. We don't fear retracement. Try me. We're putting in a new 15-minute fair value gap right here. So your stop is 8247. I don't know about that one, bro. I don't know. You may get swept, but it's okay. Okay. So we finally start being bullish long term. Depends how we close today. This could all wick in the afternoon. We don't know. But assuming we close around the high, then yeah, it's possible. Are you done for the day? If we take out Monday's high, I'd probably be done. I'll give this, if we can get something like this, I'll take that. That'll be my last idea, pretty much. Oh, below the CISD you marked there's oh yeah, you can take. That's really aggressive in my opinion, but yeah, you can take that if you want. For the SMT as well. Retraction model needs to be retracement into liquidity or imbalance, followed by an OB or inversion leaving the imbalance. Obviously, you have to expect expansion as well, right? I have to expect that this high is going to be taken. The range is going to expand. If you don't expect the range to expand, well, there's no protraction. It doesn't have to be retracement to 50. It would be a confluence if we do get a discount. There's a bearish change in the state here. I'm not saying it's going to reverse, but we'll see. Will we get to the 15? It could hold. That low. I don't usually use fibs, but in discount, if we do get a bullish fair value gap to touch, get the inversion out of it, I wouldn't mind taking that long. New 15-minute candle just formed, so if we can just wick You just wick and then get an inversion. That'd be nice. I like this fair value gap, for example. We should see if we don't touch it. Okay, there's the fair value gap on the 15. We can get an inversion out of here. And we can look for a long. We get a 30-second OB. If this candle flips and starts printing higher, we could maybe just take that. Be a 30-second immediate rebalance and the formation of a 30-second order block. Or for example, if this inverse is on ES, I guess that's a better confirmation. I just trade NQ, but I do look at ES. We'll probably get a lower low here. So nothing yet. Watching the close on ES. It didn't close above. Still nothing yet then. Still no close above. The range of this, 62 points. Pretty significant wick. We closed above, but pretty significant wick. Maybe this candle trades lower and then starts printing higher. Maybe the 2-minute inverse would be a better confirmation. Pretty good. Expansion projection as well. It would look something like this. Lines of -4, -1. Watching this city. Candle has no low. Oh no, actually it does. It does have a low. Should be seeing speed above this high. Pretty decent speed there. See how we reclaimed this bullish fair value gap? Inversed and then reinversed. Should be a good sign. We're bullish, we should speed up here. An engineered high, so you should never be going slow towards an engineered high. Otherwise, you're skeptical that it's just a retracement and not a continuation. Yeah, kind of slowed down. Doesn't invalidate the idea, but it's not what you would want to see. Just to break even there. We'll cover the low of this. Where's my stop at? Exactly 263. Covers the 1 minute fair value gap that we put in case we do wick all the way down. We did put in a 1 minute bullish fair value gap there. $30-minute bullish fair value gap under us. So if we do get stopped out break even, we can look for a re-entry. Just re-entry off the 30-minute, same idea. Except there's 2 engineered highs now. We could get something like this. Is what I'm thinking. It's possible. Very close to break even. A really good break even here because we have like a lot of PD raise in discount. I like this fair value gap if it holds. Stop break even. So I got stop break even. I look for a re-entry. Off the 30-minute, 10:30 idea. Unless we really just got wicked. It's possible. Because we never inversed. So I'm looking at this 30-minute bullish fair value gap. That's going to form. Really large. If we can narrow it down. Yeah, I mean, I'll just mark out the low. And just go from there. 241. We also could get choppy here at previous day London high. So unless we really get like boom with speed, then probably won't take it. But 30 minutes going to open in 1 minute. So 1 more minute. 30-minute fair value gap's not there yet, so it's still 1 more minute from forming. We can just remark the 15. We'll see if we get it or not. Could just go without us, I suppose, is possible. That'd be funny, to be honest, because the same thing happened here, where we waited for a new candle open, and then it just distributed higher. So I want to see this low get taken out. If we can take out this low, we can look for another idea long. Oh. Something like this, maybe. So if we get something like this, This would be your CISD. We do have to take out this low though. And I don't want to see a speed reaction, otherwise it doesn't mean much. We did get the body, but not enough. Not enough. I would much prefer this take the low. I'd want to see something like something like that. But it's kind of choppy in this price action right now. So if it doesn't happen quickly, like I said, then I'll probably just leave it. It has to form quick on the new candle open. Even if it does something like this, that's fine. As long as it's fast. This is printing slow right now. Oh. Small closure above 1030, but we'll see. Doesn't really matter what we do higher. If we don't take out that low and then get a breaker, there's no trade for me. So we know what we're waiting for. Be a 1050 macro idea as well. I don't want to sit here and wait for the 1050 macro. So we'll see. Not really anything we can reject off of here. Just sideways. It's kind of looking like a no trade, to be honest. ES just took the highs though. The thing is, like, I mean, I guess we can put in a bearish fair value gap. If we can, if the next like two candles come lower, put in a bearish fair value gap, and then we get an inversion, sure, we'll take it. But besides that, if that doesn't happen like right now, and we take out these highs, then I'll call it. I probably expect Monday's high at some point today or tomorrow. What? I don't want to sit here and wait. We've been going sideways for 30 minutes. Our best entry was here. Good to be patient, but you also have to know when to just not. I think we can trade lower right now. On this failed CISD on ES. Don't get FOMO. I don't get FOMO, bro. You trade Forex? Rarely. Piyush trades? What's up, Piyush? What if price trades is to 18,199? It all depends. If we're bullish, we should disrespect premium. Right? Simple as that. Can we make a video on new week opening gap and new opening gaps? Yes, that is on my list. I think it's in 1 or 2. How much would you risk on a 50K eval? I'd risk 1% on evals. Isn't it too late to take a trade? No, it's not too late. It depends on your time window. I usually stop at 11:10, but the reason I'm saying that it's probably not high probability now is because we're going sideways for too long. Bias bullish. I think we can get Monday's high. I mean, we already expanded towards most of our objectives. London, previous days, London, Monday. What's a good target on ES? Still in longs from 9:30. I like Monday's high. You're still in a long? Good luck, bro. Monday's high. Just call it a day. You call it a day, bro. Why are you guys trying to trade for me? What's your bias? Yeah, bullish. I'm not sure what that says. You got it, bro. What is your broker, Frank? You use Alpha Futures and Top Step. MGC, I don't really trade gold, but you can. There's a minor buy side. That probably calls it for me. No, I probably won't trade PM. Oh, you can hear the arguments in the back. Probably a good time to call it. Well, I appreciate everyone coming through. I will see you guys live tomorrow, exact same time. Tomorrow we will not trade minis by accident. We will trade micros. I will guarantee that. And I'll see you guys live tomorrow. If you have any questions, message me in the Discord. Take care. I'll see you guys. Peace. Signing out. 1050 macro would probably be used to send price lower now because we took out the buy side, but I'm not even going to look for it. Take care, boys.